Hello once again and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mwenge and I want to welcome you all back to my channel where we do the best Photoshop tutorials, best Photoshop trainings. I'm back in Mogadishu. I was in Nairobi. You can see that on this channel I posted my wedding video. I want to thank you all who supported me, who stood by me, who stood by us, the two of us, me and my wife, the family, friends, and everybody who turned up, everybody who watched the video, who supported it, who actually showed their emotional support, their love. They commented, they directly reached out to me and congratulated on the bold move that I took, me and my wife. And I just want to thank you all for the support that you gave us throughout that journey. It wasn't easy. It was, but Alhamdulillah, we've succeeded and everything is okay. Alhamdulillah. So I'm back in Mogadishu and I want to do the tutorials that I normally usually do so that we can spread the knowledge to everybody who actually wants to learn Photoshop. So today I want to be doing a Photoshop tutorial on how to promote your restaurant business. So how do you actually showcase your products outside there so that they get marketable. So if you are running a restaurant business, please stay tuned. If you're a designer who would like to, who has gigs, who has work to do this kind of thing, just look at what we're doing here. So I've already gone on and set up my Photoshop artwork, and my canvas is at 1080 by 1080. I'm using an artboard so that I can continue adding pages and pages if I want. So this is 1080 by 1080, which is at a resolution of 450 pixel. I already have some logo that I have here, and I've also gone ahead to download some pictures on Pixabay, pictures of very nice food and the logo. This I didn't design, but I just found it online. I decided to get it so that you can do it so easily. So I'll be very quick so that we don't get to waste a lot of time. I try to do things so easy. So I've just dragged the image here on my panel and I'm going to just spread it out because this is a very high resolution picture. And this picture is already fitted on our panel. So I'll try to, my screen is, I can't access some things on this thing. So I don't know. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I'll try to squeeze it in here so that I don't stop the screen recording. Anyway, so I've added this. I want to put to add a layer on top so that we can put some adjustments. I will add the layer and then I'll put a gradient on top of it so that it becomes a bit of a background. That picture should be a background of sort. We're going to make our gradient to be somehow green in color because we want to attract people who are into green groceries and those kind of things. I don't know if it makes sense. I'll try to be fast, though I normally speak too much. So you can see every time you see me here, I've added the gradient and I've changed the color of the gradient. So I want to put a shape on top of this, and I will take a rectangular tool and then I'll just put it, I'm trying to make something like a square. I think I should put just a rectangular. And then this rectangle, I'm going to use these points. These points, you see these dots, these circles here. I don't know the name of those, but I'm going to pull them down so that I can make a rounded square. So without sharp corners, so it's going to be like that. And I'm also going to remove the fill and increase the stroke amount to around 3 or 2. Yeah, I think 3 is better. 3, let me put 3. I'm going to change the color of this as well to, let me put white so that you can be able to see it. So I will command T for transform and then hold shift so that it goes at exactly 15 degrees when you transform it. So I want to center it there, and I want to quickly drag my logo there, our logo. So this logo is going to be inside there, for example. This is not exactly what you should do, but you can just learn on how you can play around with these kind of things, these kinds of materials. Should I duplicate this? I think I should. And this one, I think I should remove the border and then put a dark color, but with transparency. So what I've done, I've duplicated the rounded rectangle square by pressing Command J. And after duplicating it, I've done one. The one that I've put below has had a black color, and then I just placed it into a reduced opacity rate. So the next thing I'm going to do is just write some text down here. These are texts that come by default, so I'm just going to make them centered. And so you can put whichever information you want to put there, but it's not visible, so I'm going to change the color to a visible color, and then you put it down there. So remember to make your work neat. So this one and this, I'm going to select and put them in a group and name them as BG, meaning background. And then this one will be in one, so that you can name as a brand or logo. And then you have text. So this text, I'm going to drop it down here. Then I'm going to add another text, and then I'm just going to call it. How should we call our restaurant? I'm just going to call it green delicacies. So green delicacies is going to be somewhere here, and then I'm going to increase the font, and then I'm going to do what? I'm going to change the font type. The font typeface, I'm going to put something else. I don't know, because this I'm designing this thing from scratch, from my head. So the font that I'll take, you might choose whichever font you want, depending on whatever you like to. But what I like telling people is that try to make it simple and beautiful. Simple and beautiful. So I don't know. I think I'll put this one. This is better. Then I'm going to just put it somewhere up there. So green delicacies, we have already done that. So I'm going to select on my artwork up here, artboard 1, and then just on this whichever side. So because I want to add another artboard here. So this is artboard 1. I'm just going to select the artboard, then come here, then add another artboard. So that artboard is going to enable us to put some other stuff here. So I'm going to design another artwork. I don't know which one I should go for, but as you already know, we're just putting another picture there, and it will go like there, like so. So what we want to do here is slightly different. I will take my rectangle tool and then draw it again. I will try to make it big, still make it curvy. I think it's too much curved, so. And then I will do away with the stroke. And this one, with our color, we say this green. But transform, and then transform at this red, then move it somewhere there. Okay, I know you think it's so big, so we're going to reduce the size so that it is a little bit reasonable. Yes, just like that. What we'll do here is we'll reduce the opacity of this color, but it doesn't look nice anyway. So okay, and then I will duplicate it. This one I'm going to get rid of the fill, and then I'm going to put a stroke. This stroke is going to be in white, and then the size will be bigger, slightly bigger. So above here, we are going to put our texts as usual. Our text is going to be this is just dummy text. If you've been doing designs already, you know that this is dummy text. I'm not going to be centering it because the orientation seems to be coming from left to right, so I will try to stretch it out so that it looks like it's fitting there anyway, like that. It looks very weird. It looks very weird, very weird. Yeah, like that. So increase the font a little bit. Oh, that's too big. Yeah, slightly there. Maybe you should do like that. Anyway, so there I'm going to draw, oh sorry, not rectangle. I'm going to put an ellipse tool so that you can draw a circle from the center by holding Shift and Alt, then letting it go. This one is going to come somewhere here. I will increase it in size so that we get it to be there. Stroke, white in color, increase the color of the whiteness, and then increase the size of the stroke, not the color of the and then I think I should change the color to maybe red, red, so that, no, green is better. Green is much better. Because I want to put something called a promo, so we put 30%, not all the 30%, 30% off. So I'll change the font and put Arial Black. I'm using basic fonts that you can get from any place. Just download them. I think Arial Black comes by default on the computer that you're using, so you can be able to also use it without a problem. And then after that, I'll just put the number of, I think it's the word of 10% off, that it looks like so. This one and this ellipse tool, I'm going to put them into a group and then put sale, I don't know, discount, promo. I think I should call it promo. So we have there, and we have so this text can write a lot of things there. Come here, copy this, then paste it here so that I can be able to put it up here. So you can see something like that. When you come to our promo, I'm going to come to this 10% and put something called a drop shadow so that it can be able to highlight what we have there, and also draw it like a pro. So on this, just change it to a direction that you want and then put it somewhere like that. We want it to pop out, so we'll do the same for this off, and then we're done. So there we have two posters that we have already developed that are going to promote our green delicacies, which is a restaurant that does very healthy food stuff. So you can write here whatever product you're going with, and then you can put your information there. So it will be able to sell very fast, and then you will be able to benefit from your shop. Another one I'm going to do is just add another artwork, another artboard. I mean, I'll click here, I don't know, here, artboard 2, and then add another artboard. So here what I'm going to do is go and put that background, that image background. I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to put a gradient on top of it. This gradient is going to remain that way, but I'm going to make it more darker. Then I think we should go to green. Okay, green, dark green, dark green. Copy that code, then paste it there so that we have something that looks like that. So what I'm going to do here is just draw some eclipse, some circle. And as you do this, this is something that will be appearing on most of our tutorials. So it is a technique that I already talked about it some time ago. It's called the clipping tool, and how you can. So I'm going to drag this nice food that looks very nice for us. I think it's fish. So I've dragged the fish on top of the eclipse, and then I'm going to create a clipping mask by right-clicking on the fish. So it creates that clipping mask. I'm going to that eclipse, and then I will increase the size of the stroke, and then I'll change the color to white as usual. So you can see something like that. And then I'm going to also put something called a drop shadow. So our drop shadows are helping our designs to pop out. So what I'll do is I'll copy this, select that, and then paste it so that we have a similar design, a similar size, an equal size, I mean. And then I come, drag this other food. Oh, it cannot go there, unfortunately. So I'll just take our previous one here, and then post it there, and then right-click, create clipping mask. So we have this kind of design, and then I will just take our text and then post it down there. This is dummy text, remember. So I'm going to take that one, then I will reduce the font, then I'll make this to be also automatic. So we have something like this. So I have something like this. Remember, this one are images, so I'm going to select all of them with the eclipse and then put them into a group, then write products. Then these two, I'm going to put them into another group and then write BG. Then this one will be out. You can put it there later. So we have our neat designs. So we have our very neat designs. As you can see, very neat designs. So this one I'm going to put them into a group, then write BG. So there you go. We have already done 3 posters that you can use for your restaurant. I know this green is very dark, so I can just go back to our BG, select it, because we need uniform colors of our restaurant. It doesn't need to have any different approach in our color codes. So it looks very uniform, very unique, and we have really done a lot of things here. Remember that this is professionally done from scratch, not from a template. I know guys like things done from scratch because that actually shows high level of creativity, time dedication, so that you can succeed in your products. Lastly, I want to say I thank you for staying tuned until this particular time. Remember to subscribe to this channel, share this content far and wide so that the knowledge can reach those people who really need it. Thank you so much. Until we meet another time.